He's not really tall. She's got flat, no, not tall. She's got a kind of flat green hair.
Hey folks, moments away from the opening poll. Semifinal matchup, Brown versus Colorado. Ben Sprung, Kyle Weisbrod, bringing it to you live. Let us know in the group chat any problems with mic or video. Thanks to Safety for the phone. We're going to pull up some information on Colorado Brown's opponents. And we got to find the right region. North Central? What region is Colorado in?
South Central.
North, South Central. South Central, not Ohio Valley. Colorado, here we go. So, Toby Brooks.
He's a freshman.
He's a freshman.
Freshman out of North Carolina. I talked to the Colorado coach. That was the one guy that he was quick to name. Was Toby Brooks, their freshman.
And we have Calvin Stoughton. So Toby Brooks, he is number what? 00 according to the roster. That may or may not be right. And Calvin is 5. All right. Thank you, Ulti World. Those are your all-region guys. And Zeke Thorson.
Yeah, so Zeke apparently is a very good defender. He'll probably take on the toughest matchups. It'll be interesting to see who he guards. Like, I imagine he'll either pick up Leo or Jacques in this game.
And Zeke is number 11. So we've got 11, Zeke, 5, Calvin, and maybe 0, Toby. Toby's a true freshman. Those are the players on Colorado that we'll be looking out for.
There's a lot of history between these two teams, Sprung. I mean, in 3 of Brown's 4 titles, they've had to go through Colorado, including
that's right, Kyle,
your championship in 2005 was against them.
15-14 championship.
And then Brown also beat them in 2019 in the semifinals. Actually, interesting note, both semifinals today are the exact same as the semifinals in that 2019. We've got Cal Poly Slow playing against North Carolina in one semi, and we got Brown and Colorado in the other semi.
Incredible. Do you know anything, Kyle, about Colorado's quarterfinal game?
I do not. I believe they beat Minnesota.
Minnesota, great out. That sounds right. We can pull it up on the.
The game start has been pushed to 4:15.
Oh, the game start's been pushed to 4:15. Well, thanks for tuning in. We are apparently 15 minutes away.
Well, I don't know why. We got a lot of time here with pregame. Maybe we should do some interviews. Maybe people want to see some folks.
That seems right. It's 4 and the team's still warming up.
I'm going to pull up Henry Lassiter. Hold on a second.
Yeah. All right, folks, stand by. I'm going to step behind the camera, and Kyle will conduct some interviews. On my hat.
We just found ourselves with an extra 15 minutes of time. The game got pushed back and we're already live, so we're gonna chat up. Okay. So Henry, first tell folks about yourself. What year were you? And
Oh gee, is this going on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Henry Lassiter, class of 2020, from Atlanta. Excited to be watching BMO win this tournament.
Yeah, and so in 2019, you were captain on that team, is that right?
I was captain the year after.
The year after, okay.
Yeah.
So in 2019, though, you were on that squad. You guys played Colorado in the semifinal games. What do you remember about that game?
I remember being a tough game. They came out, they threw like a first punch, and then we really stabilized and went on a good run. Sort of won comfortably there. I remember John Randolph scoring a lot of goals.
Did he score 11 goals, 10 goals?
I think it was 10, but it was a lot.
It was a lot of goals in that game. Right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's auspicious here that both of the semifinals are identical to the 2019 semifinals?
I noticed the exact same thing. I don't want to read too much into that, but
it's looking good.
If you're thinking what I'm thinking, I think it's looking good.
Yeah, and I think overall, would you say this is a more favorable matchup than you would have expected in the semifinals at this point?
It's hard to say. The bracket's been all over the place. I think Colorado looks like a good team. They've been playing well, so I don't want to come across too confident.
Have you been able to watch them much?
I haven't actually been watching their games, but their scores look like they've been firing, especially today.
Yeah, they had a 1-point loss to Cal Poly in their pool play game. Mm-hmm. Colorado came in as the 4th seed. Cal Poly was the 5 seed, but Cal Poly lost in quarterfinals.
Did they?
They did. Oh no, sorry, they're in the semifinals. So we got two teams, from the D pool in the semifinals, and 2 teams from the A pool here in semifinals.
A couple death brackets.
What do you think? I haven't seen anything out of Colorado this season. Really, I don't think I've watched a single game of theirs. Is there any style-wise? What would you expect out of their game?
Honestly, I don't really know. I think like the team that we played in 2019 is probably very different stylistically from these guys. I think like there's almost no overlap as far as players go. I'm expecting this to be a more maybe like adaptive and smart team than the one we played. Not to be disrespectful, but like I feel like they didn't adapt to John's game plan of just like jab moving and running like to the end zone over and over. I don't think that's going to be that easy this game.
Yeah, our last few games, so our first game was on the turf, and then our last few games have been on pretty soft ground. Do you think moving back to the turf is a benefit for the Browns style of offense?
To be honest with you, I think as bad, like the worse the conditions are, the better it is for us, just because we're used to like playing such a small ball, like northeast outdoor like setting. So honestly, some worse footing might be better for us.
Oh, that's interesting. I would have thought with our quick movement that the turf provides that extra step. You don't think that's the case?
You know, it's hard to say. We do practice on turf, so you might be right. I guess we'll have to see.
I guess we'll have to see. Well, Henry, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Henry.
Yeah.
All right, let's hunt up another interview here as we are about 10 minutes away from the poll, maybe 11 minutes.
Actually, why don't we go? Come out with me, Ben. So, Ben Sprung here. Ben was on the 2005 championship team to beat Colorado.
Yes, sir.
I'm kind of curious, in that win against Colorado in a big game. Tell me how you felt about that game. What are your memories of that game?
I mean, I think like it's a combination of it being a blur, but also remembering like certain plays very well. I mean, that was a crazy game. We hadn't been challenged all tournament and nationals and felt like we were by far the best team, but we ended up down 8-4 at halftime. And I think Colorado scored out of half, and we were down 9-4.
I think that's right.
Just got kind of wild from there. There were so many big plays. I remember, Neil Mahoney had a huge block at some point.
That Neil Mahoney block is etched in my memory. It may have been the greatest defensive play I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree.
He made a huge away diving layout block, kind of over and around Josh Ackley, Richter, the Callahan winner of that year, of the previous year, from Colorado. It was an amazing play.
It was kind of he came off his guy, I think, on a deep cut. On I think what would have been a pretty backbreaking goal for Colorado. And so there were just like a series of plays like that. I mean, there was a tip drill that Zip caught on a full extension layout. It was just like by hook or crook. Like it was not pretty by any stretch of the imagination, but somehow we got it done. And thank goodness we did.
Yeah, so tell me, what are you thinking about this game here? I mean, we haven't seen Colorado, but...
We haven't seen Colorado, so it's hard to say, but, Brown is really firing on all cylinders now. That game against Georgia, they came out, they played the best we've seen him. I think what Henry was saying about the bad conditions helping the Brown game is somewhat true, but, I think the weather, it's kind of in and out, right? 1 minute, it can be a light rain, a light wind. We're on turf, it's kind of like nothing. The next minute, it's a heavy wind, it's a heavy rain.
Yeah, both teams are going to need to adapt quickly to the different conditions that are being thrown out.
Yeah. I mean, Brown's been playing their system, I think. Like, I'd say, they're rolling their D-lines out there, and we'll see if now that this is, the last game of the day, this is an elimination game, maybe we'll see those big guys play a little more. I don't know. I don't know what Brown's going to do here.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I think the level they played at in that last game, they just have to keep building on that, right? And I think that hopefully they took a lot of confidence out of how assertive they were. They're getting more aggressive on defense.
Yeah.
If they can bring that and just keep building through this game, we could see a win here. See them in finals tomorrow.
We could. I would not be. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. I mean, I think like you were saying before, Kyle. So Brown had to suffer through a game where Jacques Nissen couldn't play because of an administrative penalty, and they had a couple other games missing a couple other guys, and I think that's made them stronger. We're seeing, guys not named Jacques have fantastic games. Cal, Leo, Elliott, those guys are playing so great, so chilly around the disc in the Georgia game, and that's going to be the foundation of their success.
Yeah, there's really no one on the field who I feel uncomfortable with the disc. I feel like, it's sometimes scary to be on offense in these break for break games or point for point games where every team's seeking a break. But I felt so comfortable on offense in that last game against Georgia. It was really great to see.
I think, and I don't want to give the alums too much credit, but I think we did bring the ruckus on the sideline a little bit in that Georgia game, and so just some positive ruckus, a positive energy.
Yeah, definitely
and,
positive.
I think we'll look to see that continued here. We'll be a little farther from the field.
We're a couple years past where we were in that last game. Do you think we're going to stay positive? We're going to stay positive.
I think we're going to stay positive.
We're going to stay
Nothing but positivity. All our cheers are
But
positive.
maybe a little louder.
We'll maybe talk about some fruits.
I do, we have this extra time. We thought we were starting at 4 o'clock. The game's now starting at 4:15. This is a really good time if you've got a computer with you to start looking at flights. If you're a parent, if you're an alum who's thinking, maybe tonight or tomorrow morning, I should make my way to Madison.
That's right.
Be ready to pull the trigger when this game is over. Make a decision right now. Here's the flight I am going to buy if Brown wins this game. Because tomorrow's going to be a big day if Brown wins. It's going to be a big day, and you're going to want to be here.
It's an afternoon game. You got time.
You got time to get over here.
Take your plane in the morning. You could fly to Chicago and rent a car.
Yeah, you even have time for that, especially if you're coming from the East Coast. Or if you're flying from the West Coast, there's red-eye flights tonight. This game will be over. You'll have plenty of time to get to your airport in San Francisco or Seattle or LA. I would love to see you, Lafitte, Kevin Liu, anybody, all of you.
All right, and on that note, we'll step away behind the camera. We are 5 minutes from the poll and excited to bring you semifinal action. Thanks to the 49 who are tuning in. Colorado's huddled up. Brown has already done their huddle, I think. A tender embrace right now between Leo and Jason. Jason Tapper, another guy who's been playing fantastic this weekend, along with Noah. Yes, Noah, but I meant to say Luca.
Also, just so everyone knows, I believe the Ulti-World stream, is it free for folks, or do you have to pay?
I believe that one must purchase an Ulti-World package and or subscription.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea to do that. If you want to, I think our commentary is going to be a lot more fun and probably more insightful.
I'd say the pro move is to get the Ulti-World subscription,
and then mute
put it on video, mute it, sync us up. We'll tell you who has the disc. We'll tell you maybe too many times who has the disc, but you'll hear just who's playing on the field for Brown. And we'll do our best with Colorado. I have the roster pulled up on my phone. We heard about their all-region guys. I don't have pre-made notes for Colorado, but as we said before, their guys are Toby. We've heard about Zeke, number 11, and their other guy that we heard about was, when we figure that out, we'll let you know. Calvin, it was Calvin, number 5. So those are their Ulti-World all-region guys. And I'm sure they have a very deep team with a lot of good players. But those are the guys whose numbers I'll be trying to remember. So 11 for Zeke and 5 for Calvin, and maybe 0 for Toby.
So Colorado here, coached by Mikey Lynn. Mikey Lynn's an old Iowa women's coach. Took them to nationals many years, and at least one year I think they made it to the semifinals. I believe it was 2013. I remember playing against that Iowa team. They were a gritty team when I was coaching the University of Washington. Really, he definitely is a coach who likes to use his depth and pretty calm guy on the sideline. Great coach.
Colorado is 30-6 on the year, and Brown and Colorado have not faced off this year. Face off. First pull just moments away as Brown huddles up. Here comes Jacques, and here we go.
Let's go, Mama. Every year on the commentary, they'll ask, where did the team name Mama Bird come from? And every year, Mama Bird will give some really a benign BS answer about it. Just so everyone knows, it is a sex act. Mama Bird is a sex act, and it's inappropriate to actually share the details of that on the stream. I'm sure Urban Dictionary will tell you all the answers you actually want to know. This is information USA Ultimate does not want you to know. USA Ultimate does not want you to know how deviant this Colorado Mama Bird team is at their very base.
Kyle keeping it real over here. All right, on O for Brown is Henry, Yutt, Jason Tapper, Luca Dukes, Leo Gordon, Cal Nightingale, and none other than Callahan nominee Jacques Nissen. Of course, it was Aiden from Georgia who won the Callahan. Congratulations to him.
So in the last game, we were on the opposite sideline of the alums, and now we are really right in the thick of it.
It's going to be loud.
The feel of what it is.
It's going to be loud.
OCS wants to score. We have not yet started the game. 4:15 is the start time before this game. Let's go, Birds!
0-0.
There's like one
On the field for Colorado.
Surrounded by about a billion alums who are increasingly
Too far away to read their numbers.
See how long he can handle it. I think his voice will probably give out within the next, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes is what I give. Over under 15 and a half. We'll see. Maybe he can give us some extra color commentary on the other guys. Let's go, Birds! It's going to be increasingly easier, especially when we get this break on the first point. So you're expecting a break on the first point. Tell me more, like, who's going to get a block on this Colorado line?
I think my brother Zeke Dorsey.
Oh, Zeke, talk about Zeke. Zeke's a good player.
Yeah, he's going to get a block.
Where's Zeke from?
All right, we're hoping our mics have some noise cancellation built in for y'all.
I was the coach of the Fairview team.
First pull, moments away, 0-0. And it's number 5. I think that's Calvin for Colorado is going to pull it.
Let's go, Boomer!
Colorado, y'all are fat! Colorado, y'all are fat! Colorado, y'all are fat! Colorado, y'all are fat!
Really?
Kyle doing a great job of distracting the other. And for the first time this tournament, the opposing alumni section is also strong. Gotta love the atmosphere. Still 0-0, no pull yet. Moments away. It's 4:14. I think they're just waiting for it to be 4:15. If people who have my number could text me information about whether you can hear us, that would be great. Thinking about you. Here's the first pull. Yeah, we may have to. Looks like Cal's going to let it fall out the back. Did it land in and roll out the back?
I think it landed and rolled out. So
Yeah,
I'm guessing this comes out to the goal line. I could be wrong. Oh, no, it looks like he's walking in the middle, so this is probably a brick.
Yep, looks like it's a brick. Look like it's a brick. Doc missing. Paul Vandenberg says we can hear you. Thank you, Paul. Brown in horizontal offense. Jason and Henry in the lane. Leo to the side. Leo first cut. Doc zips it to him. Leo at midfield. Leo to Jason. Jason to Leo. Up to Cal. Brown moving fast here. And I have lost view of the play with the sideline. Disc is still in. Leo to Jacques for the goal. Brown scores 1-0 Brown.
Easy offense for Brown. Despite six no break. Wow, it was a pretty easy point. The only thing I was really nervous about was that first throw to Leo was low. That was a tough pass to make, like coming in low and hard.
It was a fast, low throw, and Leo was at full speed, but a nice grab by Leo.
So it was a nice grab by Leo. He looked completely unfazed by that catch.
Let's go, Bird! Come on,
So
Mama!
we hear that it's loud, but you can hear us. We may try to move for the second half, but for the moment, we're not going to move.
I do feel like we're yelling a bit just to overcome this crowd noise.
Yeah.
Let us know if it's not right. If you want us to be quiet and be away from the noise, we'll definitely get to a sideline further away.
Well, we could move away from the middle of the field,
Right,
or
move away from the middle of the field. So just let us know.
drop it in the chat or here. So Brown's on D. Eli Chang's going to pull. Elliott's going to play D. Oscar Lowe. Emmett. Zach Kaufman. Adrian Lynn. I think a man defense line for Brown, but we'll see. 360 pull from Eli.
Brown showed him how to pull in these conditions.
And it indeed looks, well, Elliott's playing center field here. Kyle, what's Brown doing here on defense?
I think there's a little blown coverage there. It wasn't man defense. I think there's some sagging. It looks like there was an uncovered player in the backfield there. So.
Certainly now man from Brown, as Zach Hoffman's on the mark. But Yacht is coaching in the lane here. He's a very crafty defender.
They're doing a lot of poaching off their handlers, and I don't love it. Like, I want them to really tighten down their handlers and create more pressure on those outlet passes.
That's Amrik on the mark. Excuse me, I may have gotten his name wrong before. Zach on the mark now. Looking for the reset. They get it. Mama Bird not at midfield yet, but they are now.
Hey, let's go, baby.
Adrian on the mark. Mama Bird at midfield. It's 1-0 Brown. No turns yet in the game. 81's got the disc. Tips it up. Mama Bird at the attacking brick now. Oscar on the mark. Little shake and bake. Left backhand. And Leo was close. Around break. Mama Bird in end zone. A very hard throw is caught.
That was weird. Leo looked like he could have gotten that one, but maybe he was just moving so quickly.
Yeah, I think it wasn't Leo's guy. Oscar on the mark. Mama Bird knocking on the door. Little reset. Still on that far sideline. Looking through the end zone. A lot of contact and a spike. Say goodbye to that disc.
Let's go, Bird!
1-1.
I was critical of the spike earlier this weekend. I kind of like that we're in semifinals at this point. There was a lot of contact there with Leo and that Colorado player. I thought it was a fine good from Leo, nothing dangerous, nothing yellow card worthy. But I get, if you're fired up, you want to put that one down. And that feels like part of the current modern day game to me.
We have a request for no clapping.
So,
But I don't think that's going to work out, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not our guys who are doing the clapping over here.
It's a weird chant.
Can't hear Kyle as easily as you. Kyle, I think if you put your mic a little up higher, like up here. Thanks for the feedback, y'all.
I thought it was a good defensive point from Brown. They got a couple of looks there for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely a lot harder work for Colorado on that point than the previous point for Brownsville. For
I
sure.
agree. Good D by Brown. Good man, D. So we got the offense back on the field. Elliot, Jason, Henry, and the rest of the crew.
So there was a slight upwind breeze that Brown is dealing with. So both O-lines have scored upwind here. And obviously there's definitely a consistent rain happening right now, small drops. And here comes a Brady pull from Colorado.
Yeah, Brown kind of going upwind here. Jock with the disc. He's got Luca going. Finds Yut. Yut, no gloves this game. Yut looks off Cal, finds Jock. Jock looking. He's got Jason, fakes. Looking for Yut. Stall count rising, breaks the mark. Floating. And it's called by Colorado. Yut calls a foul.
The foul call here by Yut. I'm not sure what the observers are saying. He really got skied on that, I thought. There was definitely some contact. But I'm going to guess the observers are going to overrule this call. I get where Yut's coming from, like where his perspective is on this one. I don't think it's a crazy call, but I think that it's a tough call to make.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with you there, Kyle.
No foul.
Great chance for Mama Bird. So it's going to be 11 with the disc. After good defense by Colorado, nice sky and grab. The rain is coming down hard. I don't know why I thought there'd be no rain, but I don't have my bag inside a garbage bag. Rookie mistake. Here we go. Mama Bird's D-line looking for the first break of the game. It's 1-1. And Jacques on the mark. Luca's on the mark. Number 5. I think that's Calvin for Mama Bird. Calvin inside. Flick is dropped. It's dropped. That would have been the break.
He was in the end zone. It was a little bit behind him, and I think with the wetness and trying to hop catch it, that was a tough catch to make.
Here we go. Second chance for Brown's offense. Jacques to Leo. Leo's got Jason, breaks the mark to him. What a break throw from Leo. Jason to Cal. The rain is really coming down here. Cal to Leo. Leo's got Jason going deep, and he puts it. No hesitation, but that doesn't work out. It's wet. It's wet.
Leo looked at his hand afterwards. I think that slipped out his hand.
Yeah.
Again, the water is tough. The rain is tough out here. There are going to be mistakes in this game, probably more than that Georgia game. But Brown needs to get this one back on D and grind down.
And Josh Gibson rises tall to get it back for Brown. Throws it from his butt to Yut. Oh my goodness, Jacques playing huge. Yut to Jacques. Jacques puts it deep and it's blocked. And Jason Tabbert catches the ricochet. Luca with the disc. What a point to Yut for a stoppage.
So Yut calls a foul there.
Back behind the flag.
that's the kind of thing that if we see that happen a couple more times, we might see a blue card come out. Like, there's definitely contact. It was unnecessary contact. What a wild sequence of plays there. I mean, wow. Jack Houston rising up the forehand from the butt, and then that deflection and the catch by Jason Tapper. Wild stuff.
Jock on the reset.
Come on,
Jock
baby.
fakes the continue. Jock to Yut. Jock taking over. Jock with the disc. Brown's on the goal line. Jock to Leo. Leo milks it into the end zone for the not a goal on the goal line. Leo looking. Leo seeks it to Jock. That's a goal and the hold for Brown. 2-1 Brown.
2-1 Brown. Not a clean hold for Brown, but it's a hold nonetheless. And that puts the D-line back on the field here going downwind in tough conditions for an offense. So we are going to see mistakes in this game. It's about who can convert, who can capitalize on those mistakes, and who can recover from it too. Brown 2 mistakes, but on that third possession, they played confidently,
Yeah.
And I really like Yut's foul call there. He could have played through that foul call,
Yeah.
but they were feeling a little rush, and he stopped it with the foul call, reset, and then they got in their end zone.
Almost like a little mini timeout there. And what a huge play by Jock to get the disc back. This game has started with 3 straight upwind holds in the wind and the rain. Much better from Kyle now, says the crew. That was a microphone move. All right, so Brown's got a zony looking team out there. Oscar, Omrick, Zach, Caleb, Adrian, and Ryan. And for Colorado, 81. Oh, that's Toby, freshman sensation. Here we go. Big outside in pull. Colorado lets it hit, picks it up, centers to 47. Here comes the Brown Cup. Kyle, you think they're going to trap here?
It looks like it's that really active cup that circles around a little bit. I don't think it's like an intentional trap, but they might try to trap in certain situations if they feel it's appropriate.
Yeah.
I think this is a zone that gives a lot of flexibility to the cup to kind of determine what they're forcing and what they're taking away.
Colorado universally not wearing gloves.
Where's your zone, baby?
Interesting. Definitely very wet, very hard to throw a flick huck with no gloves, at least for mortals such as myself. Toby zips a throw to 47. That is almost jumped by Ryan, but not quite.
Come on, baby.
Oops.
Come on, baby. Let's go, Bird. Yeah, where's your zone?
Monberg continues to advance. Toby now on our sideline. Resets to 81. Swing to 47. Adrian on the mark for Brown. There's a Blady over the cup. Dio. Chance from the Brown alums. Brown making them work for it. Brown's going to stay in this zone the whole way. Mama Bird knocking on the door. A blade across. Caught. And the continue for the goal. 2-2. 2-2.
So live throws there from Mama Bird, but a clean possession, a clean hold there for an offense. Good way to respond after a kind of sloppy 0 point from Brown to play a clean 0 point there from Colorado.
Absolutely, and we're on serve if you're just joining.
I have to say, I'm pretty impressed over here with Zeke's brother. He's really holding his own. What I'm disappointed with a little bit, though, is the representation from the Colorado alums. I mean, there are no Colorado alums here that I can see.
I thought this section was Colorado alums,
That's Vermont players.
That's Vermont players.
And I think they're cheering for Brown. It's unclear. They're just being loud.
They had what I thought was
lost in their semifinals, and I think that they've been drinking for the last 30 or 45 minutes now, and they're just fired up to.
I think as this game advances, I predict that the regional solidarity will come through, and we'll find the Vermont players rooting for the right team in the end.
Yeah, I think they might just be rooting for chaos.
It is wet out here, folks. 2-2 semifinal action. Here's the pull. Colorado runs down, and it's going to be fielded by Cal on a hop. Nice play by Cal. Center to Jacques. Brown in the horizontal O. Jacques breaks it to Leo. Leo's got Jason going long. Leo's got Jason coming under. Leo's got Jacques on the reset and hits him. Jacques around to Yutz. Yutz got Henry going long. He'll zip it up to Cal instead. Cal in the pale pink hoodie. Leo in the blue visor. Leo to Luca with the one-handed leaping grab. Nice grab by Luca. Oh, and a drop from Cal.
There's a slippy, wet throw, wet catch Slips through Cal's hands there. I really like Brown's offense, though. Open, they had wide open receptions. That was not a forced
Look good. Another chance for Mama Bird's D-line here. 2-2, hunting for the first break of the game. A Blady flick, that finds the turf. Wow.
You saw that it came out of his hand wobbly right from the start. Another wet turn.
Another flutter ball on the flick. It's wet. It's wet. It's wet indeed. If any makers of Ultimate Frisbee gloves would like to sponsor us. Leo puts it deep for Luca. Oh, not able to make the grab.
That was definitely a push in the back. I agree with Luca's call there. He was definitely thrown off his pacing and jump there. This should be a Halpel foul call.
Luca calls the foul. He got hit in the back.
Wasn't really able to go up. The break up there to Leo was fantastic, and Leo had foul position and had Luca with position. It was a good,
it's a good look.
Well executed.
It's a good look. We would have called it the same third throw back in the day.
So it's upheld. The foul call is upheld. So Luca will hold on to the disc here on the goal line. And really no question there. There was definitely contact in Luca's back there just as he was about to go up.
We're going to cheat past the pennants just a little bit to get you a view. And it's Jason Tapper with the disc. Jason looking at Yutt. It's got Yutt. Yutt on the goal line. Brown trying not to just jam it in, but to work it to the middle of the field. Leo, the reset, still in that corner. Leo looking at Yutt. Leo finds Yutt. Yutt looking to Leo. Breaks the mark to Jacques. Jacques to Leo. Leo finds Cal, who atones for the drop with the firm catch for the goal and the hold.
I just want to confirm, Vermont is rooting for Clay Chaos over here. I hear them yelling, hammer or nothing.
Yeah.
So they're not, I don't think they're going either way here. We got a whole bunch of Brown alums yelling for Brown, and one guy on the sideline here yelling for Colorado, but he's right next to the camera and the microphone, so he sounds loud.
If he could...
That was a hold, right? Just make sure.
That's a hold.
That was a hold. All that was a hold. Yeah. All that. Let's go, baby. All that for a hold. Let's go, baby. Come on, Bird.
89, yeah.
Let's go, Bird.
We had 200 on the last stream.
Let's go, Bird.
The semis or the quarters.
Let's go, Bird.
We're gonna get that guy to stop clapping.
Good job from Brown to get the disc back after the turnover and then work it back in. Again, I really like that shot from Leo. You know, Leo's been taking a lot of shots. A lot of them have not been working out this weekend. But, you know, I thought that was a good one.
It was a good look.
Executed.
It was a good look, and it was a well-weighted throw.
It was. And Luca went up. Luca's a great receiver, and he was facing Colorado's best defender.
Yeah, and I think also, I mean, it was a backhand. Like, actually, the rain has now really slackened, but when it was coming down hard like that flick huck, very, very difficult. Here we go, Brown on D. Zach Merrill with the lefty pull. It's high. It's arcing. It's going to hit the ground. Fielded by Mama Bird, center to 47. Marked by Matthias. Sips it up to Toby. Toby the hammer, ambitious. What a throw, my goodness.
We got a zone look here from Brown.
Yeah.
Looks like that 2-3-2
Toby again
is the less aggressive
47.
zone.
47 touches the disc a lot.
It's a contained looking zone here where, as opposed to being kind of aggressive and cheating around on the mark a bunch, they're mostly trying to push them back.
Scoobert. Caught by 46. Good look there. We've received a request for zooming. Not really possible. Not really. Sorry to say.
The subscription might pay dividends here.
Yeah.
They probably have some better camera technology as far as the camera goes.
Mama Bird crosses midfield against this zone. Matthias on the mark. Toby for Mama Bird. Resets to midfield. Swing. Back to the middle of the field. Ooh, and there's a bid from Noah, Pride of Montclair.
A little over-aggressive, I think, from Noah. I think in that zone, your job is to contain that space. Yeah. He had no shot at that one.
But it's good.
Colorado a couple yards to work.
It's good to let him know that you're willing to lay out. I like it. And Colorado scores 3-3.
Let's go, Mama!
98 on the screen.
From Colorado, we still haven't seen Colorado.
That's right.
So definitely Colorado looking more confident in the opening stages of this game.
So we'll see. Oh, just lost overall volume. Let us know if volume issues persist. On our end, it looks good. receiver seems okay. My mic seems okay.
Let's go, Mama. Let's go, Bird.
It's a shoestring operation.
Boring, y'all are really boring.
Brown no, 3-3 on serve.
Boring, y'all are really boring.
Vermont with the fans.
Y'all are really boring.
I love it.
It's raining, it's pouring, y'all are really boring. Yeah.
Honestly, the heckling for chaos is really all I want.
Our mics may be out. Could be water in the various things. Shock to Cal. Okay, apparently we have no audio.
Let's go defense. Let's go, Mama. Let's go defense.
How about now? Whoa. So we have receiver ports of low volume.
If anyone can hear us, please chime in and let us know that you can hear us. We're going to keep talking.
A little better. Okay, I'm just going to turn the gain up. As Brown, scores! Cal again in that corner, 4-3. 4-3 Brown. How about now, folks? I've just turned it up. Okay, I guess it's still there.
It's fine. Everyone say it's fine.
Okay.
So there we go. We needed that. Brown needed a really good no turnover hole, and that was what we got out of that possession. Great. There's a couple really great break mark throws that went out to the side, and the leading one up to Leo, where he just got to like milk that for 10, 15 extra yards, putting him right on the doorstep and allowing him to punch that one to Cal. So, great hold here. We're still looking for the first break of the game here. Somewhat like that Georgia game, this is very exciting. Not great conditions for Ultimate for sure. And definitely a little sloppy play. We've seen 3 Brown O-line turns. Colorado's had 3 turns from their D-line offense. So 6 turns overall in this game, but we're still on circuit, no breaks.
Kyle Weisbrod with the analysis as Ben Sprung works on putting our various little electronic thingy-majoos into plastic bags. Here we go, Eli Chang with the pull, 4-4. Brown looking for the first break of the game.
Lights are bright, Evan! Smart, Jake Smart,
Matias on the mark, Brown in zone.
Jake Smart, Jake Smart, Jake Smart, Jake Smart.
It's a poachy man. 5-4 Brown. Excuse me, 4-3 Brown on serve. We're on serve in the first half. Mama Bird on their own brick mark. Really on their own goal line now. Eli on the mark. Oscar got the Toby matchup. 66 in power position, but he really cannot throw it deep in this rain. The rain is really coming down now. You cannot. Oh, just fails to get the block. Excuse me, that was Emmett. Mama Bird at the attacking brick now. Centering pass. Swing. Luca on the mark. And a turn. A miscommunication and a turn and a foul call on the cut.
Uncontested foul. I think Emmett is not contested. Yeah. I think they just got tripped up as the Colorado player was making his in-cut there. I'm not sure he would have caught that, but this is how the draft plays. So Colorado retains possession.
27! 60!
Hammer to the end zone.
Completed for Colorado.
Baby! However many it takes! Let's
For
go,
all.
Bird.
For all.
Bird.
Wow, is it wet? I cannot imagine throwing a hammer right now.
Type of weather that I'm wearing rain pants and rain gear. I'm trying to get damp on the ground. It's hard to keep things dry in this weather, particularly your hands.
Let's go, Bird!
But Mama Bird out here, they're showing some really good confidence and possession and patience. And even their aggressive shots are solid.
People are saying the audio might just be the phone's audio. It's, there's just not much we can do. It's so wet. If I unplug everything, I'm not sure what will happen to the stream. So we're just going to have to point our voices towards the phone's mic for the moment, I think. Rounds on 0, it's 4-all. Heavy rain, not windy right now. The wind and the rain have been trading a little bit.
Pretty straight down.
It's only the phone audio, we know. We'll try to correct it at halftime. Here we go. Rounds on 0, 4-all. Jock Nissen. Looking upfield, looking at Leo. Looking at Cal. Hits Cal. Cal to Luca. Luca to Jason. Oh, and some contact there. Jason doesn't call it.
So that's the kind of contact I think could lead to a TMF here from Colorado for sure. That was a bad foul.
Leo swinging to Jacques. Beautiful throw. Jacques looking for Jason. Jacques looking for Leo. He's got him. Leo surveys the field. Leo to Cal.
A lot of space here for these handlers.
Cal, a beautiful break to a grinning Leo Gordon. Huge smile as he throws the big break for the goal to continue break. Yes, we are. As Ian Laser comes to say, are you guys seeing how Leo's smiling? Huge smile of joy from Leo. 5-4 Brown.
Vermont hates scoring ultimate, but we love it. I think that's what we want. Is these clean possession, clean holds for the Brown O-line. 5-4 Brown.
I'm going to try the old trick of turning something off and on when it comes to getting the audio back.
Let's go, baby.
We're doing our best here, folks. And keep up the good work we can still hear.
Ben sounds good, but I suspect Kyle's mic is off or disconnected.
It might just be because I'm talking closer to the phone. Also, I think your mic's on.
I think my mic's on. Check. Ox, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think like one of these connections somewhere is just very wet.
No one really knows.
These are tough conditions for our bootstrapped operation over here.
We can't really operate the phone because it's so wet. So we're reluctant to stop streaming. Here we go. Brown is up 5-4 on D. 47 for Colorado with the disc. Brown's playing zone here. Oh.
Colorado.
Pardon me. Thank you, Kyle. Jacques is playing this point. Jacques on the mark. But Emmett, oh, here's the flick huck. To a wide.
Stay in bounds, it will not. He tries the greatest, but that is not going to be complete. There was no support. I'm surprised. As soon as that disc went up and it looked like it may or may not be in, those Colorado guys should have been supporting it. And the Brown defenders should have been there too.
Yeah, and that's the first turn for Colorado's O team. The wetness.
So it looks like it may not have been an actual legit greatest, and that maybe the receiver leapt from out of bounds.
He was
so
already out of bounds.
Back over to the sideline here.
And unfortunately for Zach Kaufman, that won't be a D in the books anymore. Here we go, Jacques looking, Jacques pumps, Jacques to Yut, the reset, Yut, very steady play to Jacques.
Based on how this game has gone so far, you know, Brown may not get a ton of opportunities, and so cashing this one it's a big one.
Yeah.
Right? They've got a great line to do it though. They've got a lot of their top players.
What do you think here, Kyle? With on defense, will Brown try to walk it in or look for that shot as we hit Oscar Lowe for the big gainer from the backfield?
Well, I think with Jacques they
power position for Jacques.
Right? Jacques is going to take over.
Yeah. And there we saw Jacques use the threat that he would huck it to find. And Emmett throws it. Oh, what a grab by Elliott! Emmett threw it into the ground and.
So Colorado is calling it.
It's close. It was close.
You know what I think, Kyle? I think on a grass field that would have been down, but I think on this short little artificial turf it was up.
Down.
Oh, and it's down. Wow. Huh. Alrighty. Second chance for Mama Bird.
Come on, Emmett, get that shit back.
I know, I'm just like,
Discovered a mono bird on the below 10.
this weather,
Seth Wells over the pickup.
Lombard, big in cut to get things started on their second possession of points.
If it's possible, I think the rain just came down a little bit harder.
Yeah.
It stopped altogether. That was
Yeah,
really quick.
it's on and off. It would be nice if it would turn back on up and until Colorado's point is finished. Colorado losing yards here as Brown pushes them back with tight man defense. Jacques on the mark. Here's a throw crossing midfield and a call. If you're just tuning in, it's 5-4 Brown. We're on serve. Colorado's on offense.
No breaks here in this game.
fussing out of it.
They do a lot of weave. I think part of the issue is
Let me check the messages. All right, in cut. 31 with the disc. Toby with the disc for Colorado, marked by Oscar.
Okay.
And Colorado on the goal line. On the goal line. Looking for the reset. And a miscommunication. A turn.
great defense there. Now Brown is off to the races right away, going deep to Emmett. Easy two-handed catch.
What a throw there from Yut in the wet. My goodness. Omric to Jacques. Brown knocking on the door for the first break of the game. Jacques Nissen with the disc. A round flick to Yut. Keeps it in bounds with the lefty grab. He's got Jacques. Jacques on the goal line. A blade to the end zone. Grillo for the break. Brown scores.
Hey, that's amazing. After 4 consecutive offensive hooks, no true hooks from Colorado.
Check.
They can have 2 tries and convert one of them. That is huge for Brown with their first break in the game and go up 6-2.
Coach Jack Smart put Jacques in on D and is rewarded with a break.
Let's go, Brown.
What a big point for Brown. It's 6-4 now.
I do want to go back to my disappointment in the Colorado alums, if any Colorado alums who happen to be watching this feed. You know, Colorado and Brown have somewhat similar trajectories as programs over the years. Colorado had rose to prominence in the late 90s. I believe 98 was their first really competitive year, like first year that they made nationals.
Yeah.
Again, we've obviously had lots of runs in late games of nationals.
Yeah, long shared history, the two
In
programs.
fact, Colorado has had a stronger program for a number of years in the late 2000s, early 2010s.
We do have a timeout on the field.
But they still
Taking their first timeout of the first half.
where are the Colorado Mama Bird alums? Where are they?
You heard it here, folks.
Topher and Josh will find them.
So there's a timeout on the field. Not sure who the timeout. Okay, so Kyle, it's only this mic. Kyle, it's only this. This is the mic right now. So like that's not doing anything. So you gotta like talk. Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
whisper
gotta,
sweet nothings into your ear.
We'll try to fix it at halftime. Ooh, the rain is picking up.
Have we told you that it is wet out here? It is wet.
Brown's gonna give Jacques a rest here. Similar line otherwise. Looks like Jason Tapper's coming in. Otherwise, the same guys, I think.
So, you know, because of the rain earlier in the weekend, they rescheduled this game from the stadium to these fields that we've played all the plays at. And the environment that is creating is pretty wild here because now people are just packed on the sideline. You know, it's right now on this sideline, we're probably 2 or 3 deep all the way up and down the sideline.
Toby for Colorado swings it. Emmett's on the mark. Man defense. Vertical stack. They hit the front of the sack. There's no threat of a deep shot with this rain. Unless they can maybe get a power position on the backhand side. And as I say that, that is what they do. Toby puts it for 46. Zach is there, but 46 rises up.
That's a hell of a catch. That was a great catch there by Colorado. I don't know what happened to Mark. It looked like they were forcing flick.
Yeah, he overran a little
overran
bit.
the mark and gave him that open backhand shot, which for a number of reasons isn't great. I mean, it allows him to throw the break side, but more importantly, allows him to throw a backhand, which is a lot easier to release in these conditions than a forehand would
That's
be.
really the only hook he's going to put up. Although Elliot Rosenberg on the previous point threw a very nice and very crucial flick hook.
Absolutely.
But he is a gloves wearer by notes.
So Sprung, are you pro gloves? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm now pro gloves in the rain. I think a really heavy rain like this, it's just like, you just gotta wear gloves.
Yeah.
There's like no other option, in my opinion.
I do have a
Different strokes for
glove
different
in my
folks.
disc golf bag, so
Yeah.
in really tough conditions, I'll actually play disc golf. with the glove.
Interesting. In really tough conditions, I'll actually stay home and not play disc golf.
Yeah. Usually it's like if I'm in a tournament that I'm like,
that
I feel
makes
bad
sense.
bailing from this tournament, then I'll bust the glove out.
I'm a
it's
cat.
hard. I don't feel like I have the same feel. I'm still like a little on and off with the glove.
Yeah, I mean, there's
It comes
certainly
on and off.
an adjustment. Anyway, Browns on offense, up 6-5, up a break.
Yeah, baby.
Cal Nightingale lets the pull drop, picks it up on the hop, centers to Jacques. Jacques looking. Jacques finds Cal, who is left wide open on the sideline. Cal's got Jason. Cal's got Luca coming under. Bobbles and hangs on, my goodness. Finds Leo. Leo up line to Jacques, beautiful throw. Leo is so good at that throw. And Jacques to Cal for the goal and the hole, making it look easy. Not easy, but making it look easy.
Leo has so much touch on his forehand, right? That like snap at the end, allowing this to sit. Actually, I think all the Brown handlers have that, and you see that all the time where they get to like milk the disc because it's sitting there in space for them to run onto, and they can take their time.
Leo threw that just around the defender so perfectly. My goodness.
What I really loved about that point, though, is Jason Tapper took off deep and definitely drew some attention, giving Luca a really easy undercut. Right? And that really is what broke open that offense. Great cut from Luca. And good focus. He had the bobble. He bobbled it, but was able to come down with that on the sideline.
Come on, Bird. Let's go, Bird.
We used to call that 20 series.
20, that's what we call it.
Nathan Wicks would be proud.
Let's go, Bird.
20
Tom
series,
Matthews would be proud.
20 series because it was the opposite of anything teen series where the one would come under and the two would go away.
Oh.
The one goes away, the two comes under and gets it first.
Ah.
So I think that's an old Boston dog term.
Yes. These things have a lifetime of their own. Okay, 7-5 rounds up a break. And in on D, Elliot, Leo, Enric, Jacques. Browns loading up here a little bit. Eli Chang, Emmett Young, and Oscar Lowe. This looks, I expect man defense team.
Let's go, Emmett.
This is definitely a
Let's go,
man-to-man
Emmett.
line, especially with the conditions, right? You know, the rain adds an extra level of difficulty for every single throw and catch, and so you want him running at full speed into those throws and catches.
Here we go. And as predicted, it's man defense. Colorado looking for something. It's a flick for, a dicey hammer. And Jacques gets the block. A Jacques block. Brown a chance to take half.
That was just a meatball there for Jacques.
Yeah,
I mean, there was no question. As soon as it left his hand,
You
it
can't throw that in this weather.
No,
You
you
just
can't.
can't do that. My goodness. Jacques to Leo. Browns got their big guys in there. They would love this break to take half. Jacques lays out to keep possession. What a grab. It's the Jacques and Leo show right now. Leo shake and bake. Leo goes up with the left, swiping it in the rain.
That high forehand from Jacques in these conditions was pretty spicy.
Unbelievable display of skill from these two guys. Now the rain's really coming down. Leo looking, stall count rising. Leo looking for something. He finds Oscar with the bailout cut. Thanks, Oscar. Back to Leo. The rain's really coming down. Gosh, I would call timeout just with the rain stops.
I absolutely.
Elliot.
This would be a great
To
timeout.
Leo.
You want to close out this half.
Leo looking at
Feeling
Jacques.
confident.
Leo zips it. Oh, and it's knocked away. Toby gets it back for Colorado.
You know, I hate to say that this is a Brown fan, but that felt a little inevitable. Like, as soon as it started pouring, as soon as some of those close bids started happening, a timeout would have made a lot of sense to just calm down, take a deep breath.
And Colorado calls timeout.
So Colorado with the timeout here.
Well, it's easy to stand here and say you should call timeout. It's a little harder when you're playing to think about it. Timeout on the field, 7-5 Brown.
Zeke's brother over here in just a t-shirt. I'm a little worried about him catching hypothermia out here. I don't know. You might want to throw in some more layers.
Oh, this is Zeke's brother? Okay.
That's Zeke's brother. He's being very loud. I'm
Zeke is a
impressed.
legend? Is that right?
Yeah. Zeke hasn't really done too much in this game yet.
Hey, let's go, baby.
Let's hope that Justin Safdie's iPhone survives this barrage. We do have the Ziploc bag perched atop it.
Let's go, baby!
You know, I'm hopeful that this downpour is the last hard one because I think I see this big thick cloud overhead and I feel like it's going to blow over us.
I think you might be right. I think this is hopefully blowing through. Maybe anybody on the Zoom who has a weather radar pulled up can inform the rest of the Zoom what's going on with the future weather here. But it does look like it might be lightening up in the next 5 to 10 minutes here.
So Colorado gets the benefit of the breather, but not really any respite from the weather. It's still coming down hard as we're close to tapping the disc back in. And here we, Toby just started cutting before the disc was in. Probably not strategy by Colorado here to stall things and hope the rain stops, but you never know.
I mean, if it is, they also just showed what their plan was.
Let's go, baby!
Here we go, we're in. Swing.
Yeah, baby!
Another swing. Up the sideline! Past the bidding Eli. Here's a swing that pops in the air. Jacques gets the block, but it pops up, and 47 comes down with it.
This is interesting. Jacques is calling a foul here. He thinks he got bumped off the line.
I saw what he saw. I think he would have caught it. I think he would have caught it.
I think there was contact.
If Jacques was on offense, that's a run-of-the-mill foul call.
I don't know if the observer will rule it that way, but I think you were right.
Wow, is it pouring?
On our line, observers don't look west, bro.
We await the resolution.
Leo had position to make that play, and I think you're absolutely right. If Leo was on offense,
Jacques.
no call. Okay, so the observer rules no foul. Sorry, if Jacques was on offense. The observer rules a foul there, but no foul, so Colorado retains possession.
Colorado in a torrential downpour looking for a hold. It's Toby finding number 31 across midfield.
A little contact there between two Brown players got crossed up. Cutter came across there and dragged the defenders into each other.
This is the thickest rain that, one can imagine playing in.
But meanwhile, there are some blue skies on the horizon here now.
Yeah.
So it looks like it might be breaking up. So I think this might be the last gasps of this rain.
I agree. It would be nice if it would rain just until the end of Colorado's possession.
Right.
Stop.
We want to see the rain cause a turnover and then stop.
Disc is live. Here's the swing. They get it. The next cut. Leo's on the mark. Looking for the swing.
Nice stall
count rising. He's got to put a flick. It's a 50-50 ball. Knocked away. Great D by Eli Chang. And a foul called. I don't know about that one, folks.
I really hope the observer rules with us this time on this.
They'll hash it out.
Oh, and here the rain is stopping. We may have gotten our dream situation. There's the rain starting to lighten up here. Right after the alleged turnover has happened.
Yup. We're certainly going to the observer, and the ruling is no foul.
Here's another opportunity for a Brown break.
Jacques picks up. The wind is really gusting now to Leo.
Yeah, the rain stops and the wind just starts full bore all of a sudden. This is wild.
Leo to Emmett, not able to hold on in the rain, in the wind. Another chance for Mumford.
Oh, there goes our plastic bag, and the wind is just probably 20-25 miles per hour all of a sudden. Colorado's going downwind. There's no wind to speak of while it's raining.
And this is gonna hang. That's gonna hang. Here we go. Eli, another D. Give him 2 on this point.
This is a tough situation for Brown. There's a long way to go with this wind condition.
And Yud puts it. That could work. It's caught. It's caught. It's caught. What
So Oscar caught the disc in the end zone. They're going to the observer. They think Oscar bobbled it and it went down. So the observers are ruling whether it was an up or down. So the question is whether Oscar caught it. So there was a dish over to Oscar there. He was sliding and he bobbled the disc, whether it hit the ground or not, or whether so. This is a very big decision for the observers. This is a huge, huge upwind break. Going to the observer rules it down. Tough call for this Brown D-line, but Browns put it back on the Coffin corner here. Not really Coffin corner because they're going downwind.
Yeah, they're going downwind, but what an upwind put there from
Yut bombed that. We have not seen. We're being pushed behind the flag, so it's going to be hard to see. You tell them so we can show them all the famous things. Colorado on offense again, going downwind, heavy downwind. It's tough crosswind.
It's floating! Another 50-50 ball! Oh, it's Toby.
Comes down.
Wow.
That was potentially down. That was on the ground as well. So we're calling this one down. So Oscar makes the down call. The heel of the disc was down. Definitely hit the ground. Water came up. But was it after the guy, the Colorado receiver made the catch? I don't know. Observers ruling that one up. Okay. So Colorado seems to be getting the majority of these calls right now.
Here we go. So a little reset. Toby is swinging and a drop. Rick's got it.
How would you feel about timeout right now? I think this is you need it.
I mean, the weather's going to get better. But anyway, Leo looking for Jacques. Find Jacques.
Come on, baby, we're good.
Jacques back to Leo. To Jacques.
Light coming out, we're good, baby.
So Brown's going upwind. To Leo. To Jacques.
So it's upwind, but it's also crosswind. The far sideline is where the wind is coming from.
Come on, baby.
To Yut. To Leo. Very close now.
This is kind of the downwind sideline.
I don't know how they're throwing the disc. Jacques. Yut. Jacques. Goal!
That's in!
That's a break!
That's a break for Brown!
8-5!
Brown takes out 8-5 with an upwind break in really, really difficult conditions here. Brown perseveres, and they just keep pushing.
What an atmosphere here.
Fantastic half for Brown. I don't think you could have asked for more from
Yeah,
them, right?
oh my God.
They punched in their opportunities. They weathered Colorado's early possession storm. Colorado came out very strong. Every turnover Brown had, they were able to get back and punch in on their own line. And then in the second half of the first half, they were able to get those 2 breaks and take a 3-goal lead going into half.
Not to mention literally weathering the storm as we have clear skies here for the second half.
The only question is, I wonder if now that the back end of this run has passed, do you think the wind is just going to die down? I think it feels like it might.
I do not know. But I'll bet Alex Bowman could tell us. Folks, I'm going to try to get the audio working. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here.
Check. Can you hear me right now?
And now we're going to try to re-plug in the thingy, the dongle, as it were. All right, folks, any luck? Let us know.
Do you have your mic on? Should I put my mic back on?
Yeah. I have my mic on, so, and I'm stepping
If you
away
can,
from the phone.
if you can hear Ben Sprung, please reply. If you can hear me, please reply.
Alright, we might have to restart the stream. That's the only thing I can think of. But, you know, it's still raining. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to hope it actually just stops raining, and then I'm going to try to take out all the plugs and wipe them dry and re-plug everything in. So we think the mics aren't working. I mean, I'll try to turn the receiver off
Sound
and on.
is muffled. No change with plugging, unplugging. Is what Dana says.
Yeah, and so what you're hearing is just the audio of the phone. Our little system isn't. Well, the system itself is working, but the audio is not getting to the phone.
since 1996.
So Jonah says he can hear me, but I was next to the phone, so the phone might be here. Jonah says he can hear Ben. Jonah hears everything.
Combined with outstanding leadership,
I'm amazed at all this stuff.
and dedication to the
The
game.
phone I know, but
Yeah,
What makes the award even more special is that
doing
Callahan winners
doing
achieved
stuff. I
this
mean, we
great
had the
honor
Ziploc
by
bag
earning
on
the
this.
respect of their peers.
it was
The
coming
award is
down
voted
there.
on entirely by current college players.
What a wild first half. That was
Here to help
amazing.
present this year's award, our 2023 Callahan Award winner, Abby Hecko. National College Women's Director, Beth Nakamura. And USA Ultimate College Manager, Matthew Borland.
John, I'm not sure if we're actually on audio, but come on in.
In the women's division. After we've recognized everyone, we'll announce the 2024
Rainbow!
Callahan Award winner.
Oh, it's a beautiful rainbow. All the way across the sky. Oh, look at that rainbow. Oh, yeah. Nice one. So, John, tell me a little, what did you think about that first half?
Enigadu is the force to be reckoned with in the college women's division. And it has contributed significantly to the Thunderbirds team culture of positivity, resilience, and courage.
It was crazy. Like it was pouring, and as soon as the rain stopped, we thought, oh, this is great. The rain
Anna has been a team captain for 3 years
what would
and
you
has
rather
led
play
with
in? Would you rather
grace,
play in that
determination, and calmness. She is unstoppable on the field, getting open against even the toughest matchups. Her skills have earned Anna spots with Team Canada twice, and the Thunderbirds wouldn't have achieved the same success over these last several years without her. From the University of British Columbia Thunderbirds, Anna Gadu.
Hey, they can't hear you guys. They can't hear you guys.
Dude, look at this rainbow.
Cleo Phillips
I
has
know you
already
can't
had
hear
a
us.
long ultimate career.
Use your imagination. Use your imagination.
Rainbow. Look at this rainbow.
Club and international levels. They have Captain Quandary for
We
3
tried.
years.
Don't ever forget that we tried.
2 silver medals at the
I'm going to stop the
championship.
stream. We're going to make a new second half stream and try to get the audio working better. Thank you for tuning in.
National team with many more accolades sure to come.